So it is another week, and yes, another winter storm is moving in. 5 to 8 inches of snow forecasted for tonight. And this, you can probably see it, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a few pieces left in this tote. I just brought this tote from the woodshed back here to reload it and take it back in. And then I've got one tote over there I'm gonna grab and take that in. So I have 2 totes in the shed out of the snow. And then I have something that I need to ask of all of you. I know a lot of times people think of YouTube as a place where people go, well, YouTube, Facebook, wherever. People think of it as a place to go and search for things and find out how to do something from people making videos. But sometimes the people making the videos need to turn to you, those who are watching, for some input, some feedback, some advice maybe. I've figured out, I think, what I'm gonna do. So I want some input on whether or not you think it's a good idea. And then, geez, look at this big crotch piece. Ooh. Whether it's a good idea, and then possibly even helping me figure out who I can get to do this for me. Why I have the pallet forks closer together on the tractor. And you can see they're not, this one usually is out a little bit further, but the reason I have them so close together is because I have to pick these totes up from the end so that I can have the opening facing the boiler. So normally when I move these totes around, I pick them up from the wide side, either the front or the back. But because I want that opening right here by the boiler door, I have to move the forks in so I can pick these things up from the narrower ends. So that is the reason for that. So now what I have to do when I take these totes, and even though this one doesn't have the cage cut out of the front, they still fit in there a little bit better the other way. So I just gotta pull it out or drop that off and then swing around and pick it up from the side. Just like that. And now I'm ready to take it into the woodshed. So I've been tossing around a couple different ideas of what to do back here in the woodyard once all these trees are removed. So let me show you what I'm thinking. And then, like I said, this is where I want your feedback and your opinions on a couple things. So this tree, those 4 trees, and the trees over there along this little ditch, all of these trees are coming down. So this is going to be a wide open space. So I probably would plan to move that little shelter that the splitter is in, but from the back side of that, I would have enough room to come out 40 feet and possibly about 30 feet wide. And so what I'm thinking of doing is putting up a open-sided pole barn. Yes, so that is correct. A pole barn, but without any sides. So that way, it leaves me plenty of options as far as bringing wood in with the tractor from one side, or sending wood out the other side, or driving around and coming in another way with a trailer or whatever. I just think that that gives me the most flexibility and provides exactly what I'm looking for. A big open structure that under the roof I'm able to work in any conditions. I can store the tractor, I can store the splitter, I can store the yappa, I can store everything out of the elements, and even possibly a little firewood. But it would just provide me that big open space, being able to move around any which way. Like I said, I wouldn't be limited to coming in a certain set of doors. I would have the sides open, so there'd be plenty of light, there'd be plenty of airflow, so if I was running the splitter or having the tractor running, I'm not enclosed. But yeah, I kind of figured out that that's about the max amount of room I have. 30 wide, 40 long, and then I think I would go like 12 feet high. So I would kind of go from probably about where that tree is, like I said, 40 feet down, 30 feet wide. And all of that area would be open. Like I said, I kind of want that side to be, I don't want any sides on this thing, because if I wanted to send wood out that way or push scraps out the side, I could do that. I want to be able to drive completely through from one end all the way through to the other end. I want to be able to maybe come in from this side and park a trailer. I think having an open-sided pole barn, like a big pavilion, would give me a lot of options as far as how I want to set up my workflow, and if my workflow then were to ever change. And like I said, I will be moving that little structure that the splitter is in now. I'll be using that to store wood in. I don't know, I might have to move this thing, depending on how, I've just roughly calculated out the measurements, so. But anyway, that is kind of my idea, my master plan to provide cover for all of my tractor, my splitter, and possibly firewood, and then just to have that big open working area that is, I'm not affected by snow, rain, whatever. I can come back here, I can get stuff done. I mean, yes, I could leave it completely open and then just continue to have the splitter under that shelter and then continue to have the tractor in the shelter logic. But some days it's kind of nice to, you don't have to worry about rain or snow, or if it's really hot out, the sun beating down on you. So I just think having a covered, like a roof over top of a big working area, I think that's just the way to go, and the way that I think I'm gonna go. But this all depends on, yes, your feedback. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you've ever had a pole barn built, or if you've seen pole barns with open sides, no ends, no sides. The other thing, if anyone watching knows of any builders in the west central Wisconsin area, or if you are a builder watching this in the west central Wisconsin area, send me an email, back40firewood@gmail.com, because I have been looking and I've been reaching out to a few places that I found listed online for building pole barns, but some of them don't get back to me. Some of them, I obviously want to get a couple bids to see and compare cost for doing this. So yeah, so if you're a builder, or if you know a builder, or you know someone in west central Wisconsin, get in touch with me, because that's what I'm looking to do. That's the plan. But yeah, otherwise, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Give me any feedback, maybe things to look out for. I'm not going to have anything, it's not going to be like on a concrete pad or anything. It's just going to be on the ground. I don't mind working on the ground. I know a lot of people say, put down concrete because then you don't have to worry, but I'm not planning on having, or you don't have to worry about like your wood sitting on the ground, but I'm not planning on storing very much firewood under this structure. It would all be pretty much an open area, just for like a place to set logs, a place to buck the logs, a place to process the rounds, a place to, like I said, maybe have the trailer parked, the tractor parked, the splitter parked, and even like the yappa in there. So like everything would be in one area and I could just work. It wouldn't be so much for storage. So that's why I'm not concerned with, having like a concrete pad down to work on. Because, I mean, let's face it, you start running saws, you're bucking up logs, you got sawdust everywhere, you got wood scraps from the splitter. I mean, all that stuff is just easy enough to just push with the bucket, and even if some of it's left there, it just kind of decomposes back into the ground. So I'm not worried about the concrete pad, but I gotta find someone to build this, and I gotta get these trees. The trees are coming down here pretty soon. We're gonna make an afternoon of it, and we're just clearing this all out, so stay tuned for that. But anyhow, let me know what you think down in the comments, or tune in tomorrow night on Friday Night Live. Live stream 8 p.m. Central. We're going to be talking about this, and I'm going to have some news on the Midwest Firewood Frenzy. So let me know down in the comments, or tune in tomorrow night and share your thoughts, your opinion, your feedback with the back 40 pole barn, open-sided pole barn going up here in the Woodyard. It's going to be pretty exciting. So I look forward to seeing your feedback and reading all your comments, and seeing you tomorrow night on Friday Night Live at 8 p.m. Central, right here, Back 40 Firewood. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Stay safe, have fun, and be cool.